Hello, I'm Elsie Anakwe. I'm a parenting coach and a solicitor. I'm going to be talking about how to talk to your teenager about difficult subjects. As a parent, it's not always an easy task. However, it's best that your children hear certain things from you than from outsiders. Even though some topics may appear embarrassing, for you and also for your teenager, it's still worth having that talk. I mean, it could be topics such as sex, it could be career, friendships, peer pressure, alcohol, or drug abuse. There's a long list of topics, as we know, that parents discuss with teenagers. Your teenager may actually need emotional support. You know your child well. You should be prepared to handle his or her emotions. You also need to make it clear to your teenager when broaching topics that you love and care about them and always available to offer support. I'm just going to share a few tips for when you are about to have talks with your teenager. The first thing I would say is that it's important to make a habit to speak to your teenager about a variety of things, most especially topics that they are interested in. It will help establish trust. If you do take your teenager to school, for instance, your journey to school is a good opportunity for you to have the chat with them, or anytime when you're out and about, or you have the opportunity to share jokes, laugh and play together. And if for whatever reason you don't get the opportunity to spend time with your teenager, you don't get the opportunity to talk to them often, for example, because you don't live together, I would still say work on it. Whatever opportunity you get, try and make a habit of it, to speak to them, because as we know, if we're absent from the lives of our children, they will go elsewhere, and that's not really what we want. We don't want them seeking acceptance, seeking validation or attention from outsiders. We want to be able to offer that advice. We want to be able to offer support to them, and not for them to be getting it from outsiders. And also, it's important to have the talk at a convenient time and place. It's not worth trying to force a conversation when either of you are tired or distracted. It's important when having the conversation to avoid distractions. You may even decide to go somewhere away from the home to have your talks, somewhere that's convenient for both, somewhere that's relaxing. So ensure again that the environment is conducive. It's very important, so that you can speak freely. Let your teenager know that you will not make any judgment. Give your teenager an opportunity to speak. And listen attentively. As parents, we don't always listen. Sometimes we're quick to jump in and offer advice, but it's important to give them the opportunity. Don't interrupt, just listen to them. Watch body language. Body language tells a lot of story. It also gives clues, gives things away. Teenagers in particular tend to naturally experience mood swings, and they become less talkative with their parents or guidance, or caregivers. Although this is considered normal behavior, it's still important to keep communicating with your teenager, even when they're not interested in the conversation. And even when the conversation itself isn't an easy one to have, be ready to answer questions. Be open and honest. Some questions may actually come as a surprise or may be embarrassing, but try not to show how you feel to avoid putting the teenager off. Try to answer the question as well as you can, and if it's something that you need time to think about, then let your teenager know. There's no point, giving them the wrong answer, or giving an answer that you're not happy with just because you feel you must answer. No, it doesn't have to be like that. And avoid showing anger or expressions that may cause the teenager to feel uncomfortable or upset. And I will also add, keep calm. So the next point now is, how should you deal with a teenager that does not want to talk? We know, teenagers, sometimes they're not interested. You're asking them questions, and they're answering with just yes, no, yeah, I'm all right, whatever, things like that. But you want to conquer that. You want to be able to have a proper conversation with them. So what do? I would say keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Don't just give up just because you feel, oh, you've come across a stumbling block, or this child is not just doesn't want to talk. Don't allow that to stop you from trying. Just keep at it. Just find ways to allow your teenager to open up. Ask questions. Avoid asking questions that will end up with a yes or no answer, and remind your teenager that you're there to listen. You're not there to judge. You're there to advise. You're there to support, and that you answer the questions as best as you can. And I would say, finally, your role as a parent or caregiver is to make it clear that you are available to give guidance and to teach your teenager important life lessons. Even when they're becoming independent, it's still you're still there to guide and support them. So it's important to establish this willingness to communicate and give advice to your teenager, because it will naturally by doing that, your teenager will naturally open up to you when he or she is ready. Well, that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and do share. If you have any comments, please leave the comments for me. You can join our Facebook group, The Anakwe Way. You can also follow us on Twitter, The Anakwe Way. You can also check out our services on our website, www.anakwewaycoach.com. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.